So today, I hear this a lot. Like, I'm afraid to go live. I'm afraid to go live. I'm afraid to go live. We talked a little bit about it in the brand glow up party. However, I just want to like address it again because those little fear bubbles, I don't think they ever stop coming. So I just want to address this issue. This issue, if you got an issue, grab a tissue. Um, so I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's easy to go live. I'm not saying that you're not going to be afraid. Maybe even almost every time you do it, you might come up against some resistance, and that's okay. That's okay. Feel the fear and do it anyway. So, how do you get over the fear of going live? How do you get over the fear of being visible without peeing your pants every time? First, you have to remember that one, your audience wants to hear what you have to say, despite all the chitter chatter in your brain, that you do have something real and beautiful and wonderful to share that other people is it's like not natural for them. So if you have something to say, then that means someone needs to hear it. So you have to remember that first and foremost. If you have there are people out there that need to know what you know, what you need to share. So that's like underlying foundational to the going visible, being visible, going live situation. Number 2, you can't make it about you. You got to make it about them. If you're thinking only about yourself and how you're going to look and how people are going to respond and blah 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 blah, then you're basically being with yourself, and that's sometimes a hard pill to swallow, but a very true one. Like, not I'm not saying this to impress you. I'm just saying this, as Tony Robbins says, to impress upon you. I went viral. I had a reel go viral. It has over 178,000 views. 178,000 people have seen this face. Like, that is so bizarre to me. But I say this to you not to impress you, but to say, like, the more real and authentic that you show up and like you do the things that you love, and I don't if you're naturally buttoned up, then be buttoned up. If you are fun and goofy and playful, then do that. If you love dad jokes, do dad jokes. Like, whatever the thing is that is authentic to you, you have to do that thing, and that is what makes you a hit, right? And make it less about you and more about, like, how is this going to help the one person watching this, helping the one person look and change their life, even 1 degree to the right or to the left. Like, when a ship or a plane is flying to its destination, it's constantly course correcting along the way, because there's winds and there's weather and there's, I don't know, all sorts of plane things. So, and it's the exact same with you. If you share that one thing that helps that one person today, and they get to move 1 degree to the right, they meet their destination that much more quickly. They don't fall off course that much more quickly. You are the one that is required to make that difference for that person. And for you to sit back and be like, oh, I can't, oh, they're gonna think weird things, I don't know, like, how do I actually show up, oh my, I didn't do my hair today, blah 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 blah. That being said, I want you to talk to the one person. It's like, hey, I'm just, because Erin chatted, commented with me, I'm gonna be like, I will literally sometimes before I go live, it's a little behind the scenes secret, I'll be like, hey Natasha, or hey Erin, and then I'll go live. So I just wanted you to know today that you're important and you're special. I will talk to the one person. I want you to talk to one person when you're doing these things. I always joke, like, there's not 25 million people behind Erin or behind Natasha or behind Rebecca or behind whomever, behind Jessica, watching this video. It's you and the person. The beauty of it is that you and the person gets to be you and the multiple people, but it's still one at a time. This also takes the pressure off of you psychologically thinking, I'm talking to thousands and thousands, or thousands of people might see this. So it's like, it's like, not like you're in a crowd of 1,000 people. It's still with one nugget, just one precious nugget across the screen. So that always helps me tremendously to be like, okay, I'm gonna imagine my ideal client. I'm like, hey, Erin, what's up, girl? How are you today? Like, and just talk to the one person as though they're sitting across from you. Because this is like, I don't even like the word marketing anymore. We're having conversations. We're having conscious conversations that are meaningful and impactful from the people sitting across from us. And if what I have to say changes, again, your trajectory, just even 1 degree into the right direction, like, man, what a good day that is. What a great day that is. So again, talk to one person, not hey guys. There is no hey guys. There's hey you. Make it about them, not about you. Talk to the one person, okay? So this really helps because a lot of us, especially if we're afraid of being visible, it's because I don't know. I'm gonna assume here, even if it makes an ass out of you and me. Like, we don't necessarily like to be in big groups. We don't thrive in big groups, right? If there's a huge fear of being visible. So don't think of it that way. Think of it one-to-one, one-to-one, one-to-one. If you're afraid of like doing a full live, like say on Instagram or here like I am doing on Facebook, what if no one shows up, blah, blah, blah. You start with an Instagram story. You can even film it on your camera and then put the video live. And it's short. It only is up there for 24 hours. So if you feel like a big goofball, that's okay. You can, it'll all delete eventually anyways. So that's a little workaround if you just need to get your feet wet first. Start with Instagram stories. Those are temporary. Also, I have literally had my team members press the button for me, meaning like I'll film something and be like, I don't want to press send on this. I don't want to be the one posting this. I don't even want to know that it's going up because you guys, I too, I'm like, oh, I sounded like such an idiot in that, like, or like that was weird. I don't know. Did I even make any sense? And I'm just like, team, review it. If it doesn't make sense, let me know. If it does, just post it for me. So you can have a friend do this, your significant other, I don't know, anybody on your team. Like if you're really that afraid to actually, fulfill on the promise, just have someone else do it for you. Like, ain't no shame in that game. Ain't no shame in that game. So that's another little trick that I use. And then last but certainly not least, more times equals less fear. So if you just do it and then you do it again and then maybe even one more time, it gets easier as you go. It's just like anything else. When there is an unknown, it's scary. But then the more and more familiar, think about anything that you've done in the past that was extremely scary at first. Even like say when you first started dating your significant other, you're like, I don't know, like maybe now you're married and it's like, oh yeah, I know all the rhythms and rhymes of that person. So it's just with anything. This is the case. When it's unknown, it's a little scary, it's unfamiliar, you don't know how, and that is not what makes us feel alive anyways. That's what makes everything so fun. So like, let that fear percolate in you as a motivator, and just know that the more you do it, the easier and easier and easier and easier and easier and easier it's gonna get. So do not fret, my pet. Do not fret. So to recap, talk to the one person. Do the Instagram stories. They all disappear in 24 hours anyways, if that's where you want to start. Let someone else press the button. If you don't have the courage to do it yourself, ask someone to do it for you because they're not emotionally attached. And then more times equals less fear. Just like, again, the more you do it, you're going to strengthen that visibility muscle. And I think really like more important than anything else is that you definitely, I am 110% certain you have something to share with somebody that's going to impact their lives and do something different. Help them shift just even one iota. And it doesn't even matter if no one shows up. Someone will watch the replay. You will impact people. There are people that will hear you and see you and be impacted by you, and you won't even know. So talk about humility, to do something, to be of service, to share your gifts, to share your ideas, to share your knowledge, and not even know for certain, even though I am certain, to not even know who it's impacting, who's coming on live, who's seen it, but to know, just to trust that you have helped at least one person. Even if it's just one person. I don't even care if it's your best friend. They're like, oh, Erin really knows what she's talking about. Rebecca really knows what she's talking about. Jessica really knows what she's talking about. Oh, that's going to make me think about this a little bit differently today. Then you have done your job. You have done your job. You have fulfilled on your promise of the day or the week or whatever the case may be. So you are impacting people. You are hitting people in the heartstrings that you don't even know. There's going to be people who watch this replay. I don't even know that they're going to watch the replay. I don't even know how it's hit them differently. I don't even know. But I know that I know that I know. And that's enough. Can that not be enough? That is significant. And you can do the same. So again, you're scared of being visible. You're like, oh God, I gotta go live. What am I gonna say? Have some freaking bullet points if you need to. No problem. But remember, and if you're like, okay, well, like, and if you guys have questions, like Erin, if you have a question, let me know. But if you are like, what do I even talk about? There's at least one thing that you get asked all the time. Or there's at least one thing, like if someone woke you up in the middle of the night and were like, you have to do a presentation on this one topic right now. You'd be like, okay, that's the thing you talk about. And okay, so say you're not, like, say, I don't know why, but organization came to my mind in the like, if I were woken up at 3 a.m. and I could talk about anything, I don't know why, but organization came to my mind. Maybe it's hitting something for someone on the live right now. And maybe your business isn't organization. Well, that's okay. You can talk about how being organized in branding and marketing is essential to your success. You can talk about how being organized in creating artistry and art is essential to your success. Like, you can always relate a topic back to your business. I promise you, I'll find a way. Does anybody relate to this? Like, what is like that one thing? If you got woken up at 3 a.m. and be like, you have to do a presentation, a 10-minute presentation on this topic, what would that topic be? Like, you could do it with your eyes closed and you love it. Like, it doesn't even make you scared. You're like, I talk about this all day long. Okay. So that's what I will leave you with today. In your challenge this week, oh yeah, I love a good homework. So your challenge this week is to either post a story, to go live in a Facebook group, and or go live on Instagram. That's your challenge this week. I don't care if you only stay up for 1 minute. Amazing, amazing. So that's your challenge this week, people. Go live, do a story with your face, with your mug, with this pretty thing. Shake what your mama gave you. And okay, my friends, I hope you've had a beautiful Monday so far. You had a great weekend. If you have any other questions, let me know. I always love being here with you. Happy Monday, happy week. Post in the comments below if you do the challenge. And I will see you all again. Bye.